free crap. You know. All right. As mentioned, my name's Daniel. I'm running for chair. Basically, my involvement with martial arts began sort of at the age of 6. I got beat up by a girl when I was fat, so my mum put me in karate. Did that from about 6 to 10, and it took like sort of a long way up until about 14. But in between that time, I always wanted to go back, but my mum would never let me. 14, began Kyokushin karate, which is like a full contact form of karate. 16, started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 17, started a bit of MMA. But then, sadly, I went through a load of injuries, and sort of was out for a good 3 years or so. But during that time, all I was doing was pretty much on YouTube, watching fights, watching my training partners just progressing and seeing where they were going. And I mean, it irked me and it pained me to sort of sit there and not develop. And so that was when I realized this is my passion, this is part of my identity, and it's who I am. And so since that point, I came to uni and started MMA over here. So basically, what I want to do is that passion, experience that I've gained sort of doing martial arts over the years, I want to translate that into the club and into running the club to better equip us as martial artists in general. In terms of what I bring to the table, I don't just bring passion. I'm not just sort of, I'm here sort of thing. I prefer to say friendly, genuine, and sort of to treat everybody with respect. So I mean, what I want to do, I want to create an open avenue for all of the members here to come and voice, their opinions, voice any suggestions, any problems they may have. So I will then take that into account and talk with the committee about things and pressing issues that come. Also, I believe this will help in terms of external entities, for instance, the Athletic Union, other universities, and other sort of entities that we may come into contact with. So that will help foster better relationships and bring things and give us better opportunities and such. One thing that I mentioned which I can comply with is the thing with the Athletic Union, and hopefully, as I said before, that we can create a better relationship with them and sort of move forward in that sense. Also, I'm a very impartial individual. I mean, I'll hear everything and I'll do what is. I mean, I'll place no faith on anything. It's always going to be what's going to be the best for you guys and what's going to be best for the team, the club. So, I'm registered. But also, I've been involved in the workings of the club since day one, pretty much. I came last year, and I mean the guys had an issue such where they needed leaflets for the bazaar, and so literally I just said, hey, I do graphic design in my spare time. Let me just go and do it. So I went, did it, just literally because I had a passion for the sport, and I would do anything to better sort of the club of my sport. So we went, did that, and hopefully sort of my efforts helped, gain literally the cap. Obviously, not only just mine, obviously, but it helped. At least it sort of helped get that. And in addition, I've also been, as you guys know, I've been following half of you around with cameras, just sort of paparazzi thing, and towards the documentary, and so I've been working on that constantly, taking time out. Should be going, sort of doing homework, but rather than it's sort of just to better the club and have something that we can show to the outside, to outside our club. And also being on the committee this year, what it's given as media rep, what I've done, sort of worked on the Facebook, been in the Twitter, and working the documentary, as I said, and the graphic design. But also what it's done is given me a perspective where I've seen sort of where the club has come from, where we're currently at, and sort of has also given me a vision of where we could possibly go to, which I believe is a very good place with great facilities, excellent training, and things that I'll mention in a bit. Also, I'm not shy of taking a stand If there's anything that's going to mess about with the club, mess about with our experience as martial artists in this club, I won't let that happen. Literally, like for instance, with the last Taekwondo Center, they shut it down pretty much. Basically, for those who don't know, this was over there. It was across the corridor, and what it was, they shut it down and didn't really say much about it. They just said, okay, well, this is what we're going to turn that into physio rooms. Once I heard this and heard we're going to be out of place, out of a venue, what I did was I went on Facebook and I created a group, just saying pretty much not to knock the taekwondo center down, or at least create some kind of better alternative. So I mean, what that did, that led you, and who was the past AU officer, to say, okay, guys, okay, I see, because basically a lot of martial arts, all the martial arts clubs, they all went to the particular group, and he came along and he was like, okay, yeah, like I see you guys have an issue now. So which then I think led to them creating sort of this space for us, and that sort of created a solution for that problem. So if anything does happen and any problems come forward, my intention is to just sort that straight out. I've been running a creative agency since about 2009, and so it's just been in my spare time. And so I picked up a lot of skills over time. So planning things, creating objectives, creating objectives for projects, following the objectives, and sort of attaining them. And so that's something that I would love to do with the club. So find out what everybody wants to do, and create these objectives, and sort of really go forward and attain them. And also, being in a creative agency, I've got skills in media, which I believe I can work with media rep to create a good sort of outside identity, visual image for us, for the outside world, and for the athletic union, and anybody else who's looking to come to the club. In terms of ideas, what ideas and policies I have? Paul's done a fantastic job of getting the current coaches. As Evie mentioned, about having Victor Estamar and world class fighters and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu players. One thing I would like to add is a dedicated striking coach, simply because I believe our ground game is slightly above our striking game at the moment, and so I think having that striking coach will sort of even out our skills and create us and allow us to be more balanced athletes. Also, what that will also lead to is hopefully extra sessions, because I'm sure everybody here will like more sessions, and also better time sessions. Because right now it's like having 4 sessions is a bit of a problem. And hopefully have a striking session, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu session, a straight MMA session, and a free session also. I'd like to add midweek conditioning sessions, because I saw that sort of everybody was, from the post that Matthew Zelich post, everybody seemed to be quite interested in having conditioning sessions. And plus the guys who did do some midweek sessions last year, found it really beneficial to their game. So if we bring that back and make it structured and have weekly times, I believe all our games will all increase, and it'll be a great addition to our skill set. And also competitions. Everybody's pretty much spoke about competitions, but what I intend to do is find out from ranges of disciplines, so K1, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, submission grappling, no-gi, gi, everything. I want to find out what's going on at the beginning of the year and plan it out so that not only that we're just entering, but we're entering them ready to compete and hopefully win some medals. And also, again, coming back to the agency, from running my creative agency, what some things I can add to the identity of the club. For instance, one thing I want to add is a fresh new logo, fresh new outlook. Come with the still maintaining the gorilla, like the gorilla. So maintaining that, but so creating fresh new logo. Also video production and using the media reps efforts to sort of put videos out there and sort of get us recognition. Globally, also using using Facebook, using YouTube, using Twitter, things like that. Also high quality photography, training kits, so compression kits. One thing I was hoping to add. Our own. I know a guy who pretty much creates rash guards and stuff. So hopefully get our own personal kit, and hopefully get that continue sort of the visual unity among the club. Also, dedicated website for us to come through. Loughboroughgorillas.com maybe. I mean, what do you think? But so basically to create a good brand image for us, and which would hopefully lead to the university and seeing that okay, these guys are bringing in press for us, they're bringing in good views. So then what the overcome of that is, we're gonna have more attention, and hopefully they're gonna increase the amount of money coming to us, and so to better our facilities, to better our training, and so we can afford more things and get more things. Another thing to add to the press would be charity events. I've always liked the idea of charity. Always liked the idea of giving back. So I mean, things like sponsored roles, things like little inter clubs with us, sponsored inter clubs, and things of that nature, so that we could do things that will give back. Also, naturally, it's gonna be good for people's careers and for people's CVs and stuff. Also, due to the connections I made from training back home, don't worry, I won't spend too much longer. But due to the connections I made from back home, training at Titans, made like a vast amount of connections. So guys like Jason Young, Brad Cook, who me and Dan both know. Also David Paquette, who was on the Contender Muay Thai. That's a guy. He would love to come down and do a seminar. Barry Robinson is another boxing coach who works at Mike's Gym in Holland. He's also interested in coming. And also, now due to the link between my gym, back home Titans, and the American top team, Conan Silveira, I spoke to him, he said at some point if he's in the UK, then he wouldn't mind coming down and having a seminar as well. So there's a vast amount of world-class people that could come and that we give seminars with. Also, I mean, we're pretty much, in terms of teaching quality, we are the best club in the UK. Best uni club in the UK. We have that acting fully fledged at major. And I see a future with, the training facilities where we have a cage, we have a ring, we have bags, we have, like a nice matted area. And what I want to do is, I want to help create the pathway to us being the MMA unit. People come here knowing that, okay, these guys, they train hard. They're not only train hard, they have the facilities, and these are the MMA unit guys. So I want to push that forward, and at least create a pathway towards that. And through the efforts of the things I spoke about, so the media efforts and pushing those things, I believe we can at least sort of create a way of doing that. And finally, the club's going from strength to strength. I look around and everybody's been training hard. Dumal, for instance, came no experience, and literally, sort of now he's so into it. I'll be right to say, this is his sport now. He's claimed it, and you've got guys for instance, Oscar I was talking to Oscar. He's not here at the moment. He was saying how he was looking to have an amateur MMA fight, and it's just to hear guys falling in love with the sport and sort of pushing forward is, sort of gives me shivers and makes me want to sort of continue that passion, continue increasing that passion, and increasing the size of the avenue that we can sort of channel that passion with. So every week, just so constantly working, you know, constantly doing. And I just hope, and I just hope that sort of we can continue pushing and create and making this thing as big as we possibly can. Thanks a lot, guys.